Well, hello everyone. Happy Halloween. It is officially Halloween Horror Nights opening night. I can't believe it's here. I see some storms rolling in the distance. Hopefully it's not gonna downright pour tonight. Hopefully we're gonna get out of this dry. But it is opening night of Halloween Horror Nights 33. This is my 21st Halloween Horror Nights personally. I am so excited for it. I cannot wait to get in the park, to see all the houses. I've managed to stay spoiler free except for the scare zones, so I cannot wait to experience all of these, be out in the fog, and of course, start my vlogs for Halloween Horror Nights 2024. So, first step was heading to City Walk. I think we're gonna start the night at Dead Coconut because obviously you guys know my love for Dead Coconut and it is open as of today. Spooky season is here. Let's get into the park and start Halloween Horror Nights 33.
It was a little bit of chaos, but we made it. And I've heard it's chaos in here, so I'm gonna vlog this another night, but we are here at the Dead Coconut Club. And there it is. The gates, the medallion, Halloween Horror Nights 2024, HHN33. Into the fog we go. We are in the gates. Halloween Horror Nights. And we are starting at Ghostbusters. We're in. Ash and I made this plan at lunch. We are, yes, RIP boys behind me. We are starting at Ghostbusters. We feel like that's a nice ease into the event. Big IP house, not the most scary, but maybe a little scary with the being blind because it's still daylight. So starting with Ghostbusters. The express line is short. We're basically walking right in, which is nice. So Ghostbusters, actually so much fun, way better than I was expecting.
And way better than the movie.
It was better than the movie. Nope, I'm not gonna spoil.
For a surprise.
My vlog is spoiler free, so I'm not gonna spoil what's in the house, but super fun. There are multiple moments I was just straight up cheering.
Yeah. And everyone was clapping.
We were clapping, yeah.
Fan service at its finest.
Scenery great.
Good start.
That's gonna be climbing up my list, I think. Yeah, we did Monstrous. Not the best run for me. I didn't get that many scares, except for the very end. No spoilers, but very end got me.
Some spoilers aren't a cool thing, but that was cool.
There's some very cool stuff in there.
It was a very slow pace through the house. That way you can see a lot of scares coming.
Yeah. So I think better runs in the future.
Yeah.
Okay, so house number 3 is going to be a quiet place. Well, that's cool. Big fan of that. Okay, I'm super sweaty, you can tell. But we did a quiet place. I think it's gonna be on my lower half of my list. I think I was right on that one. Okay, nothing great. More thoughts later. This is the torture fair. I will do more vlog footage in the zones another night because we're just kind of zooming through to see houses tonight, but it's your first look. There's Blacko. Yeah, there it is. I mean, it looks kind of cool walking up to it. The walk to the new tents. Here they are. Once you get back here, then you pick which house you want to do. So we picked Goblins. So that is Eternal Bloodlines over there. And this is the line for Goblins. Pretty cool setup, honestly. Kind of impressed with it. Very smart. Alright, we're almost there. Time to go to the Goblins Feast. Brady's very excited for this one. Yeah. House number 5, right next door. Eternal Bloodlines. Okay, well, it is later in the evening. We have done half of the houses. And I'm about to go into swamp. So it's going to get really dark in here. But I will give you guys a recap later. Opening weekend always gets hectic, and we had a very large group for a period of time. The group finally split up, so now I'm going back up to meet up with the RAP guys. We've all had a food and drink break. We're gonna finish the last 5 houses. So as you can tell from my hair growing, very humid. Let's go into the swamp.
Watch out!
I'll just say this, just walk through the swamp. If you know, you know. And to that particular scare actor, my heart is very full, and I am very proud of you. And I can't believe I get to watch you scare all season. I'm so excited and happy for you that you are finally in the fog. And there are way too many people here for me to walk and vlog, so I'll catch you guys at Museum Deadly Exhibits because that's where we're headed next. Here we go. I am walking the tour guide, the museum professional, hosting the tour of the museum. Let's see. Museum Deadly Exhibits. Oh, it's Slaughter Cinema time, the Cary Drive-In. I love it. We got a Major Sweets. Oh, it makes me happy. It's like going back in time. Oh boy. I chose the best one to film. It's a little quieter now than earlier when I walked through here, but we did Slaughter Cinema and we did Museum. I don't think I vlogged that either, but we did both of those. And And now we are zooming to Major Suites, but we are going to stop through Swamp of the Undead one more time to do a scare zone pass. Oh, it's... Hello, Gator. Walk through the torture fair on our way to do Insidious and Triplets. Got me. Next up is Insidious. I love it. Look who joined us.
Hey,
He's back. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Fancy, yeah. Okay, I've been very bad about vlogging immediately after a house because we're all talking about it. But I have to vlog about Insidious because we just did it. And walking behind Ash and Brady, watching them just get absolutely wrecked with that entire house, made my night. Also, the first house all night that I've actually felt uncomfortable in. Like, I was actually, like, uncomfortable in a good way. Like, I'm in a haunted house. I shouldn't feel comfortable. I shouldn't be, like, just, like, breezing through. I was actually uncomfortable, a little nervous walking through that house, and got hysterical laughs through most of it because Ash and Brady just got scare after scare, getting absolutely wrecked. So, super fun. Next to last house is Triplets of Terror. One house to go, and it is Major Suites, so we are on our way. Wandering through Torture Fair. There's Sinister right there.
Help me, please. Please help me.
Finishing the night with Major Suites, 10th house. Well, let me tell you, quick thoughts on Triplets. No. I had that, I think, at number 3. I think that's number 10 for me, but you know, early reviews, we'll see. But ending the night with Major Suites. Posted at 35 minutes. The crowds have definitely left early. It's 12:31 tonight. It's definitely getting quieter out there. Woo. All right, into Demon Queens. First walkthrough. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Okay, but this is like a chill zone you can hang out in. That's gonna do it for me tonight. I'll talk to you more in the hotel. There it is. Night one, complete. Halloween Horror Night. How do you enjoy your streams tonight? Woo! Good. Come back soon. Oh, well, that's it for night one. But this vlog will not be ending because this is going to be a whole weekend vlog. So I'll be back again tomorrow night.
So hello, my vlog. This is tradition that I come back from my first night of Horror Nights and give an update back in the room. I'm going to make this quick because this is a first night vlog and there's going to be 2 more nights of footage in this vlog, or at least pieces of it. What is happening outside? Someone with a loud car. I think you can tell from how disheveled I am, like how hot it was out there. Like I just got back to the hotel room, so I'm a sweaty, hot mess. I'm not gonna go through all the houses because my opinions of them are probably going to change. I'm gonna do overall event thoughts. I think that my hype list got completely jumbled. Things that I thought I wasn't going to like, I loved. Things I thought I would love, I didn't like. And preface, for any scare actors who happen upon this vlog, please know that my comments on opening weekend stuff is purely based on design, aesthetic, costuming, the house as it was presented to me, and not what the scare actors are doing. My end of the season run, almost always my opinions are changed by what the scare actors end up doing in houses. So for instance, last year Darkest Deal was number 8 after opening weekend and it shot up to number 1. Our initial thoughts are purely based on what the design team put together and created as a haunted house. I am going to touch on a couple highlights. Ghostbusters was our first house of the night and we went through cheering, laughing, clapping. It had no business being as fun or as good as it was. It was number 9 on my hype list I did not think I was going to enjoy it. Had a blast. I don't know if that was just because it was the first house of the year and we were hyped, but I think I'm really gonna enjoy that house. Favorite house of the night was Insidious. It was just as scary as I hoped it would be, and that was night one. I can't even imagine what it's gonna be like once those actors have more and more time to get into their roles. Triplets was very high on my list. I think I had it number 3. I think it's number 10 for me. I did not like that house whatsoever. Those are my first initial thoughts. Scare Zones. Torture Fair was my number 1 hyped. I was right. It is my favorite so far. I think I'm gonna love hanging out in that zone. I think it has so much potential. Demon Queens feels a little last minute. Like the costumes, the sets, it feels a little thrown together, and I don't know if that's true or not, but it just doesn't feel anywhere near what you have over in Torture Fair. Duality of Fear, that I think they're really pushing it to call that a scare zone when it's really just 2 different costumes of chainsaws. It should just be a roving chainsaw gang. Like, we really have dropped down to 4 scare zones. But Demon Queens, back to that. Demon Queens, I think I will enjoy it because I think it's gonna be fun to film. I did a very quick walkthrough at the very end of the night because I was exhausted, and I think it's gonna be very fun to film in there. It's quiet music, so you can actually sit in there and enjoy it, kind of like Graveyard. And I don't want to jinx us, but I don't think the scream, that scream we hate, is anywhere. I did not hear it in Torture Fair tonight. We walked through Torture Fair like 4 times. So fingers crossed. But that's my real quick impression. Overall, if I'm being completely honest, I feel like it's a rough year. I wasn't blown away by anything. And I felt like every house I was going through, I was like, that wasn't bad. But I wasn't going, oh my God, that was amazing either. So we'll see. 2 more nights of run-throughs. We'll see how my opinion changes. But for now, I have to stop talking to you, and I need to shower and get cozy because I need to edit the media night footage that Tim filmed for RIP Tour. So I'm gonna sign off, and I'll see you guys the next 2.
Halloween Horror Nights, night 3. Sunday night has been raining for a while, so we're gonna see how it goes, but we are on our way in. Lighting going on. We did 3 of the front houses, Monstrose, Quiet Place, and Triplets. But now the lines for the other ones are crazy, so we're heading to the back. I was distracted. Museums. And crowd level is at 10:38 on Sunday. chainsaw back here. Had to come watch him. And I want to go see this scare zone and swamp to finish out the night because we just ran houses. So I haven't really gotten to see much of this scare zone. And gotta close out opening weekend with a little more scare zone time. Alright, let's do a walk through Demon Queens. I will definitely spend more time here in the future. But doing all 10 houses 3 nights in a row, I am tuckered. We're just gonna do a quick browse. They are aggressive in here, which I like. Another walk through the swamp. Oh, nice, a little possum. He's cute. Oh, oh, very nicely done. Very nicely done. 1 a.m. it's possible to get a walking taco. The line was actually short enough to get a walking taco. We'll see how it is at 1 a.m. That is a wrap on the in-park portion of opening weekend of Halloween Horror Nights 33. I'll talk to you more back at the hotel.
Okay guys, so I am back in the hotel room. My lipstick doesn't look great. We ate walking tacos right at the end of the night and I'm not reapplying my lipstick when I'm about to shower and get ready for bed, but it is the end of the first vlog from Halloween Horror Nights and it was a very hectic weekend and I think I vlogged a decent amount on opening night and then a little bit more tonight, so I think it's enough for a vlog. But I do want to say that if you see this opening weekend vlog and you're like, this is all over the place, like it's nuts, I know, but it was opening weekend and I think I talked about this last year. Try not to get emotional, but I like immediately got emotional as soon as I started talking about this, but man, I'm just so grateful. It's like happy tears. I'm just like really, I normally cry at the end of closing weekend, but this time I'm like feeling emotional about the closing of opening weekend because I'm just really grateful for the friends that I have made in the past few years. I really want to talk about this and I don't want to be crying through it because that's not the point of the video, but I am an emotional crier. So like any type of like feels that I get, I start to well up. As I think a lot of you know who have watched my content for years, I had a crew that I used to go to Halloween Horror Nights with, especially when I first moved back to Orlando like a decade ago. I had a crew and we did Horror Nights together every single year. And over time, that crew has all stopped going to Horror Nights except for me. Pretty much everyone has either gotten jaded with the event or gotten priced out of the event. That group of friends who used to be so into it, no longer into it whatsoever. So 2022 was a rough year for me for Halloween Horror Nights because I didn't have a friend group to go with anymore. I would go solo and I would meet up with some friends in the fog. Sometimes I was there completely by myself and just running houses and vlogging. Every once in a while I would have a friend who was there, we'd run some houses, but I didn't have a friend group anymore. And while I absolutely adore the event for what it is, something that I think is essential to have friends to go with and friends who want to talk to. If you're this passionate about something, you want friends who will talk about this subject with you all year round. And over these past 2 Horror Night seasons, I found, I would really say 3 different friend groups who love it just as much as I do. Supportive but also critical of it just like I am, but diehard fans of it. I just absolutely adore all of these people so much. I only got to hang out with 2 of those groups this weekend. I saw my 3rd group multiple times in line. We were crisscrossing each other in line, but I know I'll see them plenty on other weekends. Some of my friends this weekend were visiting only for opening weekend because the whole ticket debacle, which is battery's gonna die, so hold on. So yeah, whatever. I don't care if this vlog is like super long because I'm talking about it. If you only cared about the Horror Nights footage, feel free to click away. But this season, and I think this is why I'm getting emotional this weekend, because the ticket debacle happened, right? So a good chunk of my friend group only ended up with Russia Fear, and these 2 particular friends that were here this weekend, this is it for them. They have opening weekend and that's it. They fly back home, and because they weren't able to get the Frequent Fear Plus, they won't have another trip in October. Normally they're here for September and also in October. So this weekend was really focused on that friend group because at this point I have to prioritize the friends that are gonna be in the fog the least, right? So this first September chunk is gonna be mainly me with the friend group that got Russia Fear, because I know my other friend groups will still be there in October to do the event with. Anyway, getting on a tangent. The point is that my heart is so full and I'm getting emotional because I'm just so grateful and happy to have made these friends and to have people to go to the event with. On Friday, 2 of my friend groups were together. We didn't have all of us because Tim was on his tour, and obviously Gary lives in the UK, so he's not here yet. But 2 of my friend groups, for all of us who were there on opening night, were together. So we had a group of 10 and my 2 groups were together, and my heart was so full. I had most of my favorite spooky people all together doing houses for at least the first 5 houses of the night, and then it got too much to have 10 people together. It just makes my heart so happy, and I'm so grateful to have met these people, and they're all such like amazing people that I would never have interacted with or met if it weren't for Halloween Horror Nights. And that has happened to me time and time again. Obviously, you guys know my bestie Michael, who you saw with the chainsaw earlier. We met through Halloween Horror Nights, you know? Like, I wouldn't know him if it weren't for Halloween Horror Nights, most likely. So anyway, I could talk about this forever. I'm very much in my feels. It's 2:51 in the morning. I still have to pack up because I have to check out in the morning. I need to shower. So to talk about the actual event, I ended up doing all 10 houses all 3 nights. I can't tell you the last time I did that. So my feet are feeling it, but it is less walking this year. It really is. But tonight, the friend group did all 10 because it was our friends last night. And once we did all 10, some of the group left. But Sarah and I, you guys have seen Sarah, you know Sarah, she and I decided to stay. We are very similar, so part of it was like we needed a little time to, 1, get food, because we were very hangry goblins at this point. We were saying we've decided that at certain times we become hangry goblins, so we were both in hangry goblin mode. We needed food, so we got the walking taco, and it was just so nice to have that last hour to kind of like debrief over the weekend and like all the events and like hanging out and the houses, and just have that time to talk with each other. And I think after having so much time with big groups, the funny thing is like that group, every single person in it is an introvert, but we all love each other, so it's like we force ourselves sometimes. And it was definitely getting to that point by the end of tonight where by like the last 2 houses, like none of us were talking to each other. We were all standing there, we were all exhausted, and we were just silent. So it was really nice that like Sarah and I went off on our own and got some food, and as soon as we got some food, then we were like chatty again, and it was like a nice end cap to the weekend. And we decided on the boat back that we're gonna go to Universal tomorrow and hunt for this dang dead coconut shirt. And I'm really glad, because I feel like I need that little bit of one final thing before I leave to go back home, because I'm gonna be here a ton. Like this is not like Halloween Horror Nights is not over, but opening weekend is like a giant reunion where everyone is here. Like everyone who is a Halloween Horror Nights fan is here, and you see so many people you know, and it's just this like flurry of activity. I mean, the friends and I, most of us are here at Aventura, so we've been having, you know, we've been going to lunch or going to breakfast or having party, like the Sweet 16 party. We've just been hanging out the entire time, even if we weren't at Horror Nights. So it's a big letdown to not have all of that happening. But, so that's my emotions. I think I will save the rest of my thoughts for another video, but I will say that future videos, if you made it this far, will be different. There will be more focus on vlogging, but I don't know when. It might be a while before that's the case, because September I have a lot of friends visiting from overseas and that kind of stuff. So anyway, this has been a very rambly end to the vlog, but I want to say all these things because I do actually go back and watch these vlogs because Halloween Horror Nights is my favorite thing. So sometimes I like to have the memories, and I do go back and watch them. And so I kind of want to save these thoughts for myself in the future to look back on. And yeah. And if any of my friends watch these, because sometimes they do, I love you all. I had such an amazing weekend. I am very grateful for all of you, and can't wait to be back in the fog together very soon. And for all of you watching, I apologize for the disjointed insanity opening weekend vlog, but that is exactly what opening weekend is like. And I think next time I vlog, I'm gonna take the Osmo Pocket 3 into the fog and see how it goes. So this one was still filmed on my Sony. These parts were filmed, like here in the room was filmed on my Canon because the Canon lighting is way better. And next time we'll play with the Osmo. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I need to go do all these things, but I will see you guys again very soon. Until then, stay safe and stay spooky. Bye.